Hey guys, this is Feeder, and I am going to be casting today a replay of a Defense 3 game, Fnatic versus Na'Vi. And I'm very excited about this because they actually went 3 games, so I don't know who wins even after I see the first game. I'll be in some sort of suspense, which is more fun than not when watching these replay games. It's kind of annoying because I don't want to give any spoilers, but then I watch the first game and I know who won, and then I see the second game and it's like, oh well, crap, I already know who wins this, but I don't want to give it away for you guys. So anyway, I'm excited about this one. Let's get over to the picks and the bans. Here we go. And looks like Na'Vi has gone ahead and banned out the Wisp. First round ban hero. He is getting banned all over the place now and picked all over the place. And he's always been sort of an awesome hero. Such great map presence and just makes the carry into a super carry, so good ban from Na'Vi. Good first ban. And Fnatic is going to go right ahead for the Neeks Assassin. Another very big deal to ban him. He's another great support hero with a lot of ganking potential. Does not need a lot of farm, so good ban. Keeper the Light ban. Another, he pushes and gives mana, so he's like a super support hero in that sense. He is also a pusher. And then of course the Batrider ban, which is pretty much necessary at this point. I think I've seen him actually get played once, and that was like the one time he wasn't banned, so there he is, banned out again. Anyway, Na'Vi gonna pick up Darkseer as their first pick, and they banned some awesome support heroes, and they're gonna pick the third awesome one. Darkseer, of course, having a lot of lane pushing ability with the Ion Shell, and of course good team fight with Vacuum and Wall of Replica. Fnatic gonna go right ahead and pick their carry first thing. That is interesting and new. Lifestealer will be the carry for Fnatic, and what a carry he is. He has Rage, which is basically like a built-in BKB, magic immunity, that is just one of his skills. Pretty sweet. And he has Open Wounds, which allows him and the rest of his team to lifesteal off of you. Of course, he has built-in lifesteal as well. And finally, his ultimate Infest, which allows him to hop in either an allied hero or a creep, and basically you can use that as an escape or an initiation. It does quite a bit of damage when he comes out of that. So he can, use someone else for some mobility and a little surprise for the enemy team. Gyrocopter, second pick from Fnatic. We will surely be seeing him play a support role in this game, although he can do pretty much anything. He can mid, he can work the jungle with the other support, or he can carry in some cases, though I don't see that happening here with a Lifestealer around. But anyway, a nice well-rounded hero pickup for Fnatic. And Na'Vi gonna go for Magnus and Luna.
10 seconds.
Probably gonna carry with that Luna. I don't think you can do anything else with her. And Magnus, of course, excellent team fight hero. They have a lot of team fight now between the Darkseer and the Magnus, and a lot of clumping up, which will be nice for the Luna's glaives, allowing her to hit multiple targets. Although she doesn't really need them that grouped up to do it. It's not like a cleave where you want them to be all seriously grouped up, and the Vacuum and the reverse polarity would really help for that, but still quite useful for other teamfight abilities that I'm sure we're going to see coming out from there. Shadow Demon is the third pickup for Fnatic, and he is quite a popular support hero right now. That disruption allowing him to make copies usually of the carry, although sometimes he will disrupt himself to keep him safe until his team shows up. But allowing those illusions, which can do quite a bit of damage, and of course he also has quite a nice ultimate, which slows and debuffs. Very, very good for team fight and focusing on a single person. So nice support hero, and of course he has Shadow Poison as well, which does quite a bit of harass damage. So bans coming out from Na'Vi. So far we have Undying and Rubik. Feel like I don't even need to say much about that, but I guess I will. Rubik, obviously, if picked by Fnatic, would have quite a lot to steal from Na'Vi. Luna, her only castable spells, really, are Lucent Beam and Eclipse, so he's guaranteed to get one of those if he steals from Luna, which is not very happy for Na'Vi. or he could get any of Darkseer and Magnus's excellent skills as well. So Rubik would really be nice in the hands of Fnatic, so Navi's going to say no to that. And Undying, you all know, strength stealing and harassing and doing all this tombstone stuff with zombies, they just don't want to see that in this game. Fnatic banning out Bane, great crowd control hero, as well as Enchantress, who I believe Na'Vi played to great effect in the last series of games, if I'm not mistaken. And a hero that scales very well. Her ultimate impetus scales very well into the late game and gives quite a bit of pure damage, and allows her to attack from a distance, which would be really good against Lifestealer. So not wanting that to happen. And of course she's quite a fantastic jungler and ganker, able to take control of creeps and of course use those abilities to make the ganks happen early on. So a good ban from Fnatic. Windrunner going to be banned, the final ban for Na'Vi. And of course she has quite a bit of stun if she is able to make the stun and hit 2 heroes at once or staple one to some trees. That can be up to, I think, is it 3.75 or 4 seconds? It's a really long time. It's a really long stun. And of course the power shot and her ultimate, I can't even remember what that's called, where she shoots arrows really fast at towers or people, focus fire, is quite good for pushing. So a nice ban. And of course she can hold a solo off lane very well, so good hero to pull out of there. Waiting on the final ban from Fnatic, and they've been, I feel like they've been stalling a bit. They definitely took a long time to make that gyrocopter pick after picking Lifestealer almost right off the bat. So I'm wondering if they're trying to talk about what they're going to do in response to what Na'Vi has picked for heroes. A puck ban coming out from them, and probably just not wanting to deal with the craziness that a skilled puck is capable of. The leashing and the illusory orbing and jumping in and really initiating and holding everybody in a spot could be really, really good in combination with Darkseer and Magnus, and I think they just don't want that to happen. Venomancer getting picked up by Na'Vi. He has excellent push and some decent teamfight too. He's also a good ganker. His Poison Nova, I want to say, is not really good at throughout the team fight, but if you can hit that at the beginning and initiate with that, then the other team is going to lose their hit points really fast, which means that you can really clean up what's left of them after the Poison Nova has gone through its whole effect. So team fight hero in that sense. The rest of his abilities better for ganking and pushing. Of course, Venomous Gale with a 50% slow even at level 1, just almost broken in the beginning of the game. And then the Plague Wards, once you get them leveled up, are really, really, really good for both pushing and keeping the other team from pushing. Leshrac is going to be pick 4 for Fnatic, and he has some push abilities as well. His magic damage does hit structures, and he has a lot of magical AoE damage, which will probably eat up heroes like Darkseer and Venomancer unless they can get some kind of magic resistance on them. Axe, interesting pick from Na'Vi. He's very good in the early to mid game, but kind of drops off towards the end. Of course, they do have quite a bit of push with the Darkseer and the Venomancer, so they might be able to make this game quick, and perhaps that's what Axe is going to be doing. He has such good lane harass with the battle hunger. Of course, that's a lot better at lower level play where people are having trouble getting last hits to get rid of that. Of course, at this level, it should not. That should really be trivial. But he's still quite, you know, quite powerful in the early game in lane, or he could go jungle. He's one of the best junglers in the game, so we could see him in either spot. Beastmaster, the last pickup for Fnatic. Interesting choice. I'm sure he'll be going mid. He has that wonderful stun with the Primal Roar. He's got the Hawk, he's got the Boar. You all know those. And of course the axes, which are good for chopping down trees, which can give vision and sort of a chase ability as well, at times anyway. And of course great for clearing creep waves. So they have some push as well with the Beastmaster and the Leshrac, sort of to, I guess, keep at bay the Venomancer and the Darkseer push that we might see. In any case, let's take a look at the teams. So we've got Fnatic on the Radiant side, And H4N1 is going to be playing the Beastmaster, Fly will be on Leshrac, Era is going to be on Gyrocopter, Trixie on the Lifestealer, and No Tail is going to be playing Shadow Demon. Unfortunately, you do have a tail, so not working for that hero, but sometimes this name works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, whatever. Light of Heaven is going to be playing Darkseer. This is Na'Vi on the Dire side, by the way. X-Boct is the Luna. Double A is going to be on Venomancer today. Dendi will be playing Magnus, and Puppy is going to be on Axe. So interesting lineup. I'm not sure they always play this kind of a game, but maybe it's just the first one, so they're doing something wacky here. I'm not sure. I think Xbox plays Luna a couple times that I've seen, and I've definitely seen Venomancer, but I don't know if I've seen Dendi on Magnus. I'm sure he does, and I just don't watch that many games. But should be interesting. Should be interesting. So teams going into their own jungles this time, so it looks like we're not going to have a nasty team fight. Ooh, and let's get some different announcers for you guys, and for me, of course. I get bored of the old one. As long as they're sharing, let's make use of that. So Light of Heaven's going to be poking around here, and Fnatic is hanging around as well, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Darkseer probably not picked up any of his abilities yet. Or did he pick up stats? That would be weird. Very weird. Maybe he's jungling or something. I don't know. But anyway, he's just going to walk away from that, so nothing's going to happen there. So of course we're going to see Magnus and Beastmaster lining up in the middle, and that's kind of good for both of them. They're both melee heroes, so none of that crazy ranged harass going on, which is good for both of them, at least for their last hits probably. And they should be okay with that. Venomancer are going to come in here with Haste Rune. I don't think he's going to do much besides put a couple hits on there, especially No Tail is right here to back up the Beastmaster, but that could have been interesting if he decided to push that. So Gyrocopter, wait a second, Lifestealer's in the jungle and Gyrocopter's in the farm lane. So maybe Gyro's just taking over here for now and Lifestealer's gonna swap out there once he's done with his jungle. But I think we should end up seeing Lifestealer in the farm lane, at least I hope so. Maybe he feels a little safer in the jungle at the moment, but that's kind of weird. Not used to this configuration right here. So maybe they're gonna play Gyro as a carry-ish. I'm not really sure. This is very weird. Almost all the time Lifestealer would be there in the farm lane. And of course in the farm lane for Na'Vi, X-Boct on Luna. Farming away. Already highest creep score at the moment with 10 and 2. And of course Axe and Venomancer and Darkseer are gonna be working the jungle here. Seeing what they can do. Pushing the lane a bit, Dendi is gonna go over here, maybe looking for the 2-minute rune. Trixie would have had that, but it is actually top. And that's illusion, so not that exciting at this point. Kinda hoping for maybe haste or double damage or something. Illusion. But Venomancer's gonna pick that up. Not gonna leave it for Magnus, who has a bottle. So perhaps they were worried someone was going to take that, but I think that was a bit of a mistake. Like, Venomancer didn't really need that at all. It is good for vision. He's basically acting as a ward up here with his illusions, but Magnus with his bottle could have really made a lot better use of that. So not sure why they did it. I'm still really curious about this Lifestealer and Gyro thing here that's going on. I'm sure they're gonna run Lifestealer as the carry, it's just odd to see him in the jungle. And that'll sound weird to people who play pub games, because Lifestealer should always go in the jungle, right? But not at this pro level. In the defense tournament, we've been seeing Lifestealer being run in the farm lane. Free farm is a lot better than jungling, if you can do it safely. So that's why I'm a little bit weirded out by that, but we'll see. We'll see how it works for him, and maybe take a look at the net worth. The net worth isn't going to mean very much right now, but keep an eye on that going further into the game. Of course, the Gyrocopter is higher up there than Lifestealer, so he's definitely making more money. So I'm not sure why they're having Lifestealer in the jungle. Anyway, I should stop talking about that. I'm just very puzzled by it. So a lot of stacking going on here with Shadow Demon. Getting off his Shadow Poison very nicely. He's going to be able to get quite a bit of EXP and money from this. And he's doing it quite well, being able to pull the creeps as well, and denying Magnus that experience that he would really like to have. And of course that farm too. He would love experience in farm, and he's not getting all of it with Shadow Demon pulling those mid creeps. So Beastmaster, by the way, is taking a whole lot of harass, and I don't think he's dealing much of it back. So maybe he needs to get his own bottle or something. He went boots first. Notice Magnus went bottle, and Beastmaster went boots. I don't know, maybe he's bottle crowing. Yeah, he's bottle crowing, never mind. I missed that. So he does have a bottle, he's just not been able to get these runes, so he's having to send the courier back and forth to the fountain to refresh that bottle. Leshrac, with double damage, is going to push this tower a little bit, and it looks like Venomancer is going to come in from the north, but Gyro and Leshrac can do a bit of damage to this tower in the meantime. I don't think he can do much about it, frankly. Wow, okay. I've never heard the Storm Spirit announcer before. That's pretty exciting. So Beastmaster putting a little harass on this point. Oh, here we go. Here comes Axe in, and he will put Battle Hunger. Very nice. Gyro did manage to get that deny, but if Axe had been able to kill that, he would have been Battle Hungered for a bit, I think, with the creep wave just coming in. So Call Down is coming in along with a stun. Oh my god! There's the first blood on Puppy! And Axe was really being too aggressive. Of course, Gyrocopter will go down for this. Leshrac gonna try to pick off Darkseer, but I don't think he's gonna be able to make it with Venomancer and Darkseer there. And actually, he's looking to be in pretty big trouble right now. That Ion Shell doing a lot of damage, and Lifestealer's actually gonna not be able to do anything about that. So, looks like Magnus got killed in the mid at that point. My apologies. Was watching what was going on down here with the first blood and all that. Magnus picked off by Beastmaster, and he's gonna come back hoping for revenge at this point. And that's quite a bit of damage, by the way. Look at that, Beastmaster having to back off, use up his bottle, and hope for another rune. And the 6-minute rune is bottom, so he is not gonna find it by going top. But nice first blood there. Axe killed under his own tower, basically. But a great stun and combo by Gyrocopter. Able to secure the first blood, and it is worth it to trade for first blood. 2 for 1, you usually don't want to do that, but it's almost, I almost want to say that it's worth it. I don't know. Oh, deny it! Very nice denial of the rune here by Venomancer using the Plague Ward. That was pretty cool. That was really neat. So, good use of Plague Ward. By the way, if you're playing Venomancer, do go ahead and micro those Plague Wards. They'll just attack the nearest thing, and there's a lot of times where you could finish off heroes that are almost dead if you just make sure to focus on the hero. And I think they do some nice poison damage as well. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not actually sure. Oh, shoot! Beastmaster getting hit here by Puppy and Dendy. And, this is H4N1, by the way. He will go down to that. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon's gonna come in with Leshrac, gonna try to get some revenge here, but Shadow Demon's in a bit of trouble. Here comes Lifestealer hoping to help, and Axe almost gets his ulti off, but does not, and will die to Shadow Demon, although it was really Lifestealer that put the damage there. Nice help out by Lifestealer. And that is a lesson that all of you junglers need to learn. When your team is in trouble, get your ass out of the jungle and come help. You might make some kills happen and get some assist money that is better than what you would have got jungling, and of course your teammate won't die. So it's just a win-win situation. So pay attention when you're jungling. Pay attention. It's better for everybody, and it's better for you. So do it. Okay, let's see. Top tower is getting pushed here by Luna and Darkseer, and Luna would really like to get the gold for that, I think. Will she be able to? She's going for the last hit on it. Yes! Nice. Lots of money for Luna, and she is leading the net worth right now. Gyrocopter not too far behind. Lifestealer is way down. Oh, okay, he must have been having something on the courier. I was gonna say, pretty sure he's been doing a pretty good jungle. Beastmaster with a stun on Magnus. Nice stun, followed up by Leshrac, and he is an easy kill for these three. That's a lot of stun. Of course, they have Shadow Demon's Disruption as well, so able to really focus down a hero, especially if they're alone. Meanwhile, though, Axe coming from the bottom, and we have Luna and Darkseer from the top. They're gonna catch... oh no, that's just an illusion. They're not gonna catch anything, they're just gonna make them retreat. And this tower almost deniable. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter is pushing bottom, so not bad. We have one tower down for each team, and it is 4-3, so very even, exciting game so far, I would say. And let's see what kind of items we're getting on this Luna. She does have her Hand of Midas up, so that is good. That will speed her along to her next big item. And where is Gyrocopter? Maybe? I can't tell. It looks like he's sort of building things that could, in theory, become carry stuff. I don't know. Lifestealer, of course, does have the Hand of Midas, though, so he is, I think, going to be the carry for Fnatic. And still jungling for whatever reason. Maybe he's just afraid of ganks. And if you're afraid of being ganked, the jungle is a good place to be. It's hard to find you, and they don't have a ward there, so. Leshrac being a little bit bold there. Of course, he does have Shadow Demon and Beastmaster nearby. Oh, and they're going to try to catch Magnus on his way. The rune, nice roar. Axe is perfect, and Shadow Demon's putting a lot of poison here. But it looks like the rest of Na'Vi is going to come in after these three Fnatic heroes. They will finish off the Magnus, but Axe is going to easily kill Leshrac. Shadow Demon going as fast as he can. Luna popping the ult on Beastmaster, but he's not going to die. Oh my god, and he might be able to get away if he keeps running this way. Of course, he's being chased pretty good. No, he's done. He's done. Luna able to outrun him. And Luna, by the way, is a really, really fast hero. That's one of the great things about her. Gyrocopter got the Battle Hunger on, thinking he might need to do something, but he should be okay. That'll wear off before it does too much damage to him. And he did put a good bit of damage there on Axe, but they're all going to back off at this point. Lifestealer back to the jungle. And the carries being pretty active in what's going on this game, which is nice. Often we see a farm fest where the carry is pretty much on their own, ignoring whatever else might be going on, just making money. No, this is not the case this game quite so much. Carries are coming into the action a bit more, which is, you know, it's more interesting to watch for sure. And they can, of course, get farm through kills as well as they can through killing creeps. It's a little slower in general, unless you can make your time efficient. And see, this is what I was talking about earlier with Venomancer being able to defend against a push as well as make a push. Those Plague Wards, ooh, that is not good. Leshrac caught way out of position in the jungle, but he is actually going to pick off... No, he's not going to pick off Magnus. He's going to get killed. Magnus very low on health at that point. I thought that stun had him, but no. Magnus going to get away. And Leshrac was way out of position there. I'm not sure what he was doing. I think he was placing this ward or something. But that was not a good place to be. It really wasn't. Luna does have Yasha, and she did a few seconds ago when I clicked on her as well. But just noting that it's going to increase her movement speed, which is great for chasing people down, especially with her ulti up. You don't want them to get out of range of that. And let's see what's happening mid here. Not too much. Looks like Gyrocopter's just going to be farming. And Beastmaster has moved to bot. He still has his bottle, and he did build an urn. That's interesting. Not a build I usually see on a Beastmaster, but it's definitely useful. He'll probably be around for some kills, especially because of the roar being such a good initiation for a team fight.
Time is running out.
And the creeps, by the way, are pushing this bot tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Uh-oh, here comes the smoke on the Beastmaster who's caught in the jungle. Magnus is going to pull him into the creeps in reverse polarity. Put on the skewer, quite a bit of damage done there. Beastmaster does get the stun off on Axe, but and he's earning, which is good, but he is battle hungered. Come on, you can finish this. No, Shadow Demon's going to come in, and from above, Lifestealer. So They're gonna catch Axe. They're gonna catch Axe. He might... Ooh, it looked like he might have almost got his ulti off on No-Tail, and I'm not sure if he had that up. No-Tail in a bit of trouble. Yep, he will go down to Axe. If he had just taken a last hit or a deny, he would have been fine. Meanwhile, the mid tower is getting pushed by Xbox, the Light of Heaven, and AA. They will take that down, and Darkseer is going to get the cash from that. Well on his way to his mech. Actually, he does have enough money to finish that, so going to help out a lot in those team fights. And Magnus hanging out bot, a little bit dangerous. Lifestealer's there, and so is Leshrac. And Leshrac has that nasty stun. He's been hitting it very well this game. That's really hard to hit, by the way, because of the delay. But he's been doing quite well. And he's invisible right now, so it might be really easy, actually. He's not going to try, I think. Not with Magnus running off this way, and they're not sure who's coming. Now they are. Venomancer. That ward is going to catch him. And hopefully Lifestealer will back off. He does not want to get ganked. Working on his armlet. Almost finished with that. So hopefully he will have that up soon. That will make things a lot more fun for him. And Era is going to come clear these creeps off the tower because they are pushing it, as is Magnus here. So towers getting pushed in the farm lanes and both mid towers down. So a bit exciting. Still pretty even. Na'Vi does have more kills at this point, and that Luna is looking very, very farmed at the moment. 9,000 net worth. A lot more than the other heroes. And we can see actually Dire quite a bit of gold and XP advantage at the moment. So Na'Vi a bit ahead, but we'll see. Lifestealer really scary later in the game. So he can really, I mean, he can out-carry the Luna, I think. Especially since his rage would block her ultimate. I'm pretty sure it does. I'll have to check on that. I'm pretty sure it does though. So that makes her just a right-clicker against him, and I think he can outright click her. Farming the Ancients here, Na'Vi, and meanwhile their top tower is getting pushed by this Gyro. He does have No-Tail Fly and H4N1 around, but no one's going to contest this because they are Roshing. They don't care about their tower because they want to kill Roshan. So down to their tier 2 towers. But Na'Vi going for Rosh at the moment. And looks like they're doing pretty well. But I think Fnatic has some idea of what's going on at this point. And that Hawk has scouted this. There go the axes. But looks like nothing doing. Luna is going to pick up that Aegis. Nice wall. Lifestealer gonna put his rage on and try to pour it out, but they got him! Oh my god. They got him. Excellent kill by Na'Vi. And that was close. Lifestealer really good at that, by the way. Just pop the rage and pour it away if you think you're caught out of position and not gonna make it. Shadow Demon, you are in trouble, dude. They're just gonna kill him. There's nothing he can do, there's nowhere he can go. He can try to put a little bit of damage, but that's about it. And he, of course, disrupted Luna, which gave some illusions, but again, nothing doing. And maybe they can push now. Lifestealer and Shadow Demon both down. They're going to regroup around the creep wave, and they're going to push mid. Gyro, Beastmaster, and Leshrac waiting for them. Leshrac hits a stun again. He's doing really well with those split earths. It's really hard to hit, guys. If you've never played Leshrac, just trust me. Luna is just running in here. What is she doing? Oh, she has the Aegis, but still. Why waste it? Why waste it like that? Lifestealer's back, by the way. Open wounds going on the Luna now. Darkseer trying a vacuum. Venomancer, okay. Everyone's pulled in. Disruption going off on the Gyro. And it looks like Gyro got Axe out of that. Meanwhile, Luna's gonna go down to Leshrac. And it looks like they're gonna polish off the Magnus here. And they will not be able to get Darkseer, who probably surged himself out of there. Damn! Okay, so Na'Vi, only Darkseer left out of that engagement. Gyrocopter the only one to go down for Fnatic. And I'm sure I missed all the other crazy stuff that happened in that team fight. But damn, that was crazy. And they'll be able to push back now. Luna down for another 35 seconds. They're not going to get very far. Those respawn clocks are not very long at this point, but still very nice. A little bit of free creep wave pushing. And there you can see Beastmaster's axes giving quite a bit of push. Very nice ability for pushing creep waves, as well as doing damage and harassing and all that other good stuff. So Lifestealer back to farming, and net worth of Gyrocopter actually approaching that of Luna at this point. So doing pretty good, and looks like the Dire is starting to respawn at this point. Coming back. Magnus has his Blink Dagger up, so that's good. I'm sure he's had it up for a little bit. I'm sorry, I haven't been paying as much attention to items as I would like. I'm kind of watching the carries items as usual, but haven't really been checking around. Luna, of course, has had the Manta for quite a while, and it looks like she'll be building BKB next, which would make perfect sense. The Fnatic team has quite a bit of team fight, and she could stand to not get hit with all of that. You know, the roar and the open wounds and Gyro's, you know, crazy stun and his ultimate and all that, and Shadow Demon's abilities, and of course Leshrax's magic damage. So BKB is really a great build for anyone on Na'Vi, really, for this game. And if I was facing them, I would definitely want to be building it. Axe looks like he's going to be building his heart. Has the minor component of it there. The vitality booster. Gonna make him more tanky in the late game, and of course he can taunt and take quite a bit of damage and sort of keep them off of the rest of his team. So Na'Vi has smoked except for Luna, and now Venomancer's out of that. Looked like bait. Of course smoke is worn off, so that's not gonna work so well if that's what they were intending. Beastmaster is pushing bot by himself. He does have boots of travel. That's nice. So he's going push Beastmaster this game. Not often you would build an Aghanim Scepter on him, which cuts down his cooldown for the roar, and I think increases the range that it has. But it looks like he's going to go pushing Beastmaster this game, so he'll just be boots of traveling himself around and pushing. And the Hawk will, I mean not the Hawk, the Boar will help with that, and the Hawk will help keep him safe from ganking. So pretty neat. Don't usually see him as a push hero. Gyrocopter does have BKB up already, and we did see that in the last team fight. Not that it did him much good. He got focused pretty fast. So, just watching No-Tail here on the Shadow Demon, just cuz. Just cuz. Meanwhile, Puppy farming up the Ancients. Oh, Vanguard, not Heart. Derp. Derp. Sorry about that, guys. It was just a guess anyway. I make a lot of guesses, and not many of them are very good. This is called Noobcast for a reason, by the way. If you want to watch some really, like, you know, insightful commentary, check out Toby. He's really good. But if you just want to hear my pleasant voice say things that are kind of dumb, you've come to the right place, and I hope you're enjoying it. So in any case, here we go. Looks like we might fight over this top tower. Might not. I think Fnatic is going to wisely back out of here with the whole of Na'Vi there to greet them. Gonna defend their bot tower, which is a good idea. Na'Vi with very aggressive wards, by the way. They're able to see really deep into Fnatic's territory, and that's good. They can keep an eye of how they're moving around. And Fnatic with these defensive wards. That's a pretty defensive ward right there. So not sure what those creeps are doing. They must have got pulled somehow. Oh, by the way, couriers, Na'Vi is using their own Weasel Crow, and that looks like the new Wyvern. I think that's what it's called. It's a, it's for the Premier tournament, which is a new tournament that's out, which I would be casting, but they don't allow outside casters, so I won't be doing that. Don't do it if you shouldn't. So Gyro call down, beautiful! And Magnus is getting hit wicked hard here. Can Beastmaster finish him off? No, he's gonna get away due to that haste rune. They will be able to get Axe. Luna's gonna come in for revenge. Beastmaster putting up his Scout and his Hawk, maybe in case she ulted, because that would take a lot of that damage away from him. And Lifestealer is coming up a little bit boldly here, putting those open wounds. There goes the slow. Looks like a team fight is gonna happen, and Darkseer with a great vacuum, killing off Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, Lifestealer is able to polish off Luna, and this is what I'm talking about. Out carry. He's amazing. Magnus, beautiful, beautiful blink dagger into his face to safety. But Lifestealer made out pretty well there, killing off that Luna. That is not good for Luna. It is grand for Lifestealer. And that was great wall with a vacuum by Darkseer, by the way. He just got Gyro before anything could be done about it. And really, Beastmaster almost, or not Beastmaster, god, I'm looking at him. Lifestealer almost polished off Magnus as well. That was a pretty nice blink there. Give up a broadsword, extra damage. Not sure what that builds into, honestly. I don't see that very often. So I do not know. Hawk here going out to scout, and we're gonna watch Na'Vi try to push for this bottom tower. They are down to 2 tier 2 towers at this point, so they need to take out this last tier 1 and maybe another tier 2 if they can do it at some point soon. Getting out pushed, and they are still up on kills, so that is sort of a good thing for them. But they need towers. Towers are worth a lot of money, so get some towers. Here we go. Looks like they're going to take this one without any opposition at all. I think Fnatic was hoping to push this tower a bit. Oh, Lifestealer's just going to dive Axe. And the rest of the team porting in. This is a little dangerous, actually, even for Lifestealer. But his team is there, so he's cool. Here we go. Fnatic hanging around, thinking about it. Ooh, the courier. Run away, run away. Luna is going to pick off No-Tail here. Heal will be able to disrupt her, but with that Manta style, those illusions are just doing too much damage. And it's an illusion fight! The Manta illusions versus the disruption illusions. And the Manta illusions win, by which I mean the disruption illusions barely last for like 2 seconds. By the way, that's why Shadow Demon is so awesome against, say, Phantom Lancer, because those illusions will spawn more illusions and they will actually last for a little while. Whereas for anyone else, it's pretty short. So they are really good and they do some damage and all that, but they don't last very long. Luna working on the butterfly, by the way, and starting off with Talisman of Evasion. Lifestealer's right clicks are scary for her, so good start to the butterfly with that. She needs more to survive than to do the little bit of extra damage. Well, little bit of extra damage. A lot of extra damage from the Eagle Song, so she goes with the Talisman first, which I think is the right thing to do. Na'Vi pushing this top tower, and it looks like Fnatic is going to hang out here. I don't think they're going to stop them. Nope, they are not. Luckily for them, the creeps get it, so no one gets that big gold boost that they could from that. And Na'Vi's going to be happy with that. Ooh. Sounds like Blatant's making dinner. Sounds like Blatant is making some dinner. So, that's good. Good for me. Yay. Let's see here. A little bit of smoke and Lifestealer's gonna climb into the Beastmaster. They are gonna go looking for Na'Vi, Fnatic with the smoke. And who are they gonna find? Will they find Luna? I think they will. Not good for Luna, guys. Really not good. That Hawk is gonna scout her. Here we go. There's the roar, and she is stunned. Call down gonna hit her as well. And it doesn't even have time. So much damage. So much damage. Lifestealer jumping out of the Infest, by the way, does 400 damage. That's a lot. And of course she was stunned, so she couldn't do anything about it. And Na'Vi gonna counter smoke this. Luna bought back, I guess. That makes sense. Oh, they're gonna go for Roche. That's dangerous, guys. Fnatic is still right there, and they're gonna scout this out. What is going on here? They know that they're there. And they're just gonna still do this. What the hell? Gyro has used up his ult. It is back in 1 second, but Roshan is taking a lot of damage. This is crazy. Here we go. Open wounds on Puppy. Here comes the call down. And the Roche pit. Oh my god, Darkseer pops the wall, pulls him in. Shadow Demon is down. We've got the Luna ult going off everywhere. Leshrac is down. Everybody's just dying everywhere. Need I say more? Gyrocopter almost finishing Venomancer, but is gonna get killed himself by Tendi. And his illusion is still running around here, made by Darkseer. Gonna chase the Beastmaster, who's like, still here. I don't know. Okay, there's Lifestealer. Like, what the hell is going on here? It's gonna go for the Luna, who's trying to finish off Roche, and she's going to, and she's gonna pick up the Aegis. Holy shit. Venomancer porting out with like 2 hit points left. And what just happened here? I have never seen a fight near the Roche Pit like this before, and that was mad crazy, guys. Wow. So Luna does manage to get Aegis out of that by some act of I don't know what. That was insane. And if I didn't have dinner being cooked for me, I'd rewind this and we'd watch it in slow motion. But I can't stay here all night. Oh my god, that was crazy. That was so crazy. And let's see what's going on now. Oh yeah, the Na'Vi is doing much better with gold. Kind of even with XP actually. But I don't know. I guess I'd say Na'Vi did better that fight. I mean, both the carries made it out alive. Of course, Luna ended up with the Aegis out of it. That was just nuts. That was so even. Everybody just died. There was death everywhere. So much team fight coming down from both teams. With really nice performance by everybody. But, of course, when you put that many heroes together and you throw in Roshan, there has got to be death, and there was. So exciting team fights here. And Luna gonna go for this mid tower. She's got Aegis. That means it's time to push. Pulling out the Manta Illusions. And we have Axe up there. Leshrac does hit the stun here. And doing a lot of damage between Lifestealer and the Beastmaster. Axe is Trixie gonna back off. Looking dangerous. Luna will go down. I believe that was to Shadow Poison or something. But she's back up right into the stun. Here comes the call down. Dendi pulling people in with a reverse polarity, but not really making it. Oh my god, so much. Oh my god. Okay, so Darkseer with all of his stuff. Na'Vi just owned in that. The Venomancer ult went off. Darkseer was able to get the wall and the vacuum off, and then Luna ult cleaning up. And although Magnus went down, they are picking off Lifestealer, Shadow Demon, and Leshrac, so there's only Beastmaster and Gyro left to defend this. So I think they should just push mid, and I'm sure they think so too. Come on guys, push mid. Push mid! Push the mid. Luna might be going back to shop or something, I don't know. Come on guys, now's your chance. Still 10 seconds till those other sports come back. They're waiting for the creep line, and now they're gonna push it. Look at those glaives, by the way. Those are wicked. Beastmaster gonna throw those axes, but I mean, what's it really gonna do? The Fortify, of course, quite useful, but Lifestealer's still down. She's gonna leave that illusion and just back off at this point, though. Better safe than sorry. They have definitely pulled into the lead in this first game. Ridiculous team fights coming out from Na'Vi, and I think Darkseer is really doing a great job. Those walls and vacuums are right on every time, and that's a huge deal. And of course the fact that Venomancer hit a lot of people with his ult that time, I believe, made the enemies a lot more squishy. They were definitely low in hit points. Luna is getting found out here in the jungle, and Lifestealer's gonna take her down. Nice kill by Trixie. This game is still really even, by the way. Lifestealer again, I think able to outcarry a Luna. So not over by any means. This could go either way. I think Na'Vi's got the upper hand at this point, especially with that really farmed Luna. Checking out the net worth over there, she is way more farmed than Gyro and Lifestealer. Of course, they're both pretty farmed. The Darkseer with money is not so useful. And here we go. Fnatic taking down that tower. They still do have one of their tier 1s left, or tier 2s left, as does Na'Vi, although theirs is the bot tower, which is getting attacked right now. Although, looks like they're coming back to defend this because Fnatic is pushing. Venomancer using those Plague Wards to defend, and now that they've pushed up to the base tower, they should push mid. And looks like they will. So gonna come in, clear this creep wave very quickly, and hopefully push this tower before Na'Vi comes out here and does crazy stuff to them. Fnatic doing very well. Lifestealer getting the last hit on that, by the way, which is awesome for him. He has quite a bit of cash. He should probably spend that, although maybe he's saving some for buyback just in case. At this point, with towers down up to bases, buyback becomes a lot more important. And Lifestealer and Darkseer are the only ones in the game who could buy back at this point. But it becomes pretty important because a huge team fight with most of the players wiped out, and that can just end the game. But if you have buyback, of course, people are pretty damaged after that, and you've got a good chance to come back. Lifestealer, Gyrocopter looking pretty carry-like as well with the butterfly. So they're sort of running a 2-carry strategy, and it's could really work. BKB and Butterfly and the Gyrocopter, that's pretty cool. And then Lifestealer, of course, looking pretty good with the Deso and the Armlet. Sort of a double carry, which is cool. Really, all of Na'Vi's hopes resting on this Xbox on the Luna. She's the only one that's really got that going on. And taking a look at overall items, there is a Battle Fury at this point on Magnus, which helps a lot, but again, just not quite as farmed up as these two over here. So, just playing a different style of game, and we'll see which one is gonna work better this time. Of course, there's a lot of game-to-game variation too. Doesn't mean one works better than the other, just work better than the other now, if it does even. Quite a push going from Fnatic, but they're not going to keep that. They're not going to stay there to keep it actively pushed. They're just going to let the creeps do that. And this is just, we must be waiting for Roshan to come back or something. Both teams are going to need to play pretty passively at this point because it really could go either way. And playing it safe, a good idea. These illusions, by the way, are just guarding their ancients, trying to see if they can catch somebody, get some vision on that. And Lifestealer has got up a Demon Edge at this point. That's pretty sick. Luna, of course, with the typical Luna items, Butterfly, Manta, and BKB. At some point, looking like she'll probably have to sell that Hand of Midas if she wants to get any additional items. And here we go, they're gonna push this tower. Of course, Lifestealer doesn't like that idea. He's gonna come right in there. And this wall, not so great. If he can, I guess it's sort of a defensive. It's gonna keep them far enough back. They don't want to risk getting vacuumed into that, but ooh, no tail, going to die. It's too bad they couldn't deny him there. He was pretty deniable looking. But this wall, not, I think, doing very much. So I think the first time I've really been like, what? When he put the wall down. But now the mid is pushed back to Fnatic. So it goes. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, and we're seeing a pause here from Dendi. Not sure what's going on. He is apologizing. Is he going to say why? Maybe he needs a drink or something. Ghost Scepter on the Darkseer, and a Scepter, by the way. So Scepter increases the damage dealt by illusions, and that's a huge deal. Those illusions are nasty, especially if you're playing a support hero and your carry walks through that wall. It's like, no, because Darkseer can control those, and they do a lot of damage, even without a Scepter. It's pretty scary. So I guess that's what Darkseer's doing with all of his farm, and that's pretty neat. That's a neat thing to do with it if you've got it. So not sure what's gonna happen now. We're sort of at a standoff point, and waiting to see who's gonna make the first move. I think Roshan will be up pretty soon, and that'll probably be a bit of a turning point as it gets here to the end game. Or at least what I assume is the end game. You know, we're pushed to bases. All there needs to be is a big team fight, and usually when Roshan comes back up, when that Rosh clock resets itself, that's when we see things go down. Because if someone is allowed to just grab that Aegis for free, that's like a 6th hero and they can push. So they don't like to let that happen. We usually see a nice fight. Beastmaster with the Boots of Travel. I kind of love that. That's great. He has got his Scepter, by the way, now. So increasing that cast range and reducing the cooldown of his ultimate, which is wicked for initiation. So a lot of these heroes are getting some money. It's turned into a standoffy farm fest at this point. Farming very passively and maybe pushing the creeps forward a little here and there, but mostly just waiting, I think, for this Roshan clock to finish and for Roche to be back up. And that'll be exciting when it happens. Na'Vi already sort of gathering around, I think, getting into position for this. Fnatic a little further away, so we'll see. I think Na'Vi's going to be the first to go to the Roche pit, and Luna has been claiming that Aegis So I think she would really, really like to get in there. Gyro, by the way, got a lot of the same items as Luna up on him. One wonders about that. How Na'Vi's gonna continue with just this one carry, really. Although they just have so much team fight. This game is great. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, please go ahead and hit the like button. I am so happy when people do that. It like makes my day and such. And if you like my videos in general, subscribe. I do a lot of these casts and it's always fun. It's always fun. I can check out your channel too. I'm a little creepy about that actually. And no contesting Roche at all. What the hell? So Luna just took that for free and I'm not sure what they were doing. I guess they're pushing this top tower a little bit. No, they're not. I mean, the creep wave is. I don't know about that. That just seemed really bizarre. So they didn't get anything out of it, and they lost the Aegis. And I'm not sure why they did that. Puppy's still hanging around. Taking that cheese. That looks so disgusting, by the way. It looks really stinky. I actually like cheese, but... oh, if you ever hear Blaine talk about cheese, he finds it totally disgusting. But that cheese just looks gross. Like, it looks terrible. Are we gonna see a bit of a base race? I think we're gonna see them play chicken. And, yep, here comes back Leshrac. But the rest of Fnatic is gonna push top a bit, while Na'Vi pushes mid. So yes, I think we are. And here we go. Gonna go for the mid tower here. Of course, that Fortify is up. Fortify up here too as well. This is great. So Luna's getting that tower, and look at these glaives. They're gonna have to come back if they want to save this. The glaives just cutting through multiple structures at once. And are they gonna push the mid towers? Yes, they are. Fnatic's gonna have to back up. They did take the melee racks, but that's not really enough. There goes the mid tower. What about the other one? It's gonna follow really fast. Luna has Aegis, so she can do this, guys. Shadow Demon is down. And it looks like the call down didn't really hit that well. Oh shit, Gyrocopter's just killing everybody! And Luna's down, but she's got Aegis. There it goes. Can they finish this? Can they finish this? Darkseer's getting away. Buybacks, by the way, from Axe and Venomancer. Luna has the BKB up. Can she take this? Can she take this? There's the stun. Oh my god, no! So much damage. So much damage coming in from that. And she's hoping that the butterfly will come through for her. And she's going to try to port out, and she's going to make it. Look at this. Their base has been decimated. Of course, top racks are down, and so is the tower, but Na'Vi definitely came out the better of that. Although they got killed. Quite a few of their heroes had to buy back. Ridiculous game. This is a great game. Damn. Clearing out these creeps here before their own mid towers get pushed, and they are in a better position at this point, towers wise. But again, Fnatic with that gyro and the lifestealer. I don't know, guys. I don't know how this is gonna end. This is great. This is really awesome. So Axe does still have the cheese. I guess that's good for him. I don't know how, how good that is, but look at this. Look at this gyrocopter. Monkey King bar. That is bad news for Luna. That is really bad news for Luna. And so does Lifestealer have one of those. They notice that butterfly and they're like, no way are you going to evade us. Nice buys from the Lifestealer and the gyro. And Luna does not have likewise. So Gyrocopter really, though, the only one that it's going to be hard to hit over there. Damn, this is a good game. Okay. 42 minutes all the way, by the way. Let's see what happens. So it's going to be a while before Roche is back up, so I don't know if Na'Vi is just going to like smoke in there and push this, or if they're just going to go in there and push this, bowl this brass. We'll see. Luna at level 25, by the way, she's not going any further, and she does pick up this cheese now. She's sold her Hand of Midas at this point. She's got better things to do with her inventory. And there it is, a Satanic on the Luna, and she's got cheese as well. So I think they're gonna go for this. Leshrac misses that, and guys, that's so hard to hit. You just can't. And here we go. The glaives coming in. That second mid tower is down. Of course, the Roar's getting off. She's gonna get force staffed out of there and get the mist on the call down. Oh my god, the vacuum going off. Here comes the Venomancer stuff. People are dying everywhere. Gyro's down. Luna's down. Oh shit. Can they finish this? Maybe they just need to distract them long enough, but Lifestealer, Shadow Demon, and Leshrac are all out of this, and Gyro's getting killed. And they are so low, but here's Luna, she bought back, and they're gonna wipe this and end it. Na'Vi, excellent game against Fnatic, and Fnatic beautifully played. Both teams did a great job, and this was a really satisfying first game. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I can't wait to see games 2 and 3. I guess we know who wins the second game. I guess that kind of kills it, but it still might be awesome. So anyway, fantastically played by both teams, and that's Satanic. Sweet, sweet, super sweet. Nice force staffing, by the way. I think Venomancer must have done that. Get Luna, who was stunned, by the way, out of that call down. So that might have been a pretty big deal. But you can see Luna did definitely, like, killed everybody else on the gold and XP per min. But then again, you had the Gyro and the Lifestealer both coming out pretty well with that. So interesting strategy, and it was a really close game. It really could have gone either way. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. This has been Feeder.